Dadatu Vedam Devi Saraswati Vedam Me Ashvinabhu Adhatam Pushkarasya Hearty fraternal greetings and good wishes to all the brothers and sisters. During this group life, we remind to ourselves that we, the aspirants, representing the humanity, have a responsibility to enable the divinity to manifest through us. Into surrounding humanity, into animals, into plants, and into minerals. We have a responsibility to make beautiful all that is on earth. This has to be recognized by every aspirant. To make beautiful the surroundings. To make it beautiful, first we have to turn out to be beautiful. For us to turn out to be beautiful, we have to relate to the will, the knowledge, and then the intelligent service. We have to invoke into us will from Shambhala, love, knowledge and compassion from hierarchy, and intelligent service to all that is surrounding us. Intelligent activity is seen as service. The intelligent activity, as is indicated in the scriptures, is that activity which is skillfully carried out to serve many. Intelligence is in maximum utilization of natural resources
la utilización máxima de los recursos
to the
naturales
benefit of
para el beneficio
most beings on earth.
de la mayoría de los seres de la Tierra.
That is divine intelligence.
Esto es la inteligencia divina.
The mundane intelligence is
La inteligencia mundana
to utilize all the natural resources
usar todos los recursos naturales
for individual benefit.
para el beneficio individual.
Each one tries to
Cada uno trata
collect from everywhere
de conseguir cosas de
to
todos
make
lados
himself happy.
para hacerse a uno mismo feliz.
But such an activity never brings the needed happiness.
Pero una actividad así nunca lleva la necesaria felicidad.
That's why intelligence never helped her.
Por eso la inteligencia en este caso no ayuda.
The difference between intelligence and divine intelligence is
La diferencia entre inteligencia y inteligencia divina,
divine intelligence thinks in terms of all the species on the planet.
divina piensa en términos de todos los seres del planeta.
The normal mundane intelligence
La inteligencia mundana normal
thinks of only the self.
solo piensa en
It is generally more intelligent, more selfish.
más inteligente, más egoísta.
That's how the mundane intelligence is.
Así es la inteligencia mundana.
Be it man, be it a group, be it a nation, tending to be more selfish.
Que una persona de un grupo de una nación tiende a ser más egoístas.
Then there are the fights
Entonces se producen
and the wars.
guerras.
Divine intelligence is to see what is available is distributed to as many places as possible.
Es lo que hay disponible y distribuirlo a tantos lugares como sea posible.
Anything that comes into your hand,
Cualquier cosa que llega a tu mano,
you don't think of eating it yourself.
no pienses en comértelo solo tú mismo.
You think of distributing to all.
Piensa en distribuirlo entre todos.
When we travel together
Cuando viajamos juntos
in a train,
en un tren,
each one buys a chips packet,
cada uno se compra una bolsa de patatas,
opens it up,
la abre
and keeps eating.
y empieza a comer.
It's not any big thing to eat for yourself.
No es una gran cosa comer para ti mismo.
We eat a few and then we fold it up and put it in our baggage,
Ponemos unas pocas,
so that we eat again when we are hungry.
en la bolsa y los sacamos cuando volvemos a tener hambre.
But as you open the packet,
Pero cuando abres el paquete,
before you eat,
antes de comer,
if you offer to the surrounding
si ofreces
persons,
un entorno a las personas que te rodean,
known or unknown,
las conoces o no,
because all are souls,
porque todas son almas,
you can offer.
puedes ofrecer.
If they take, let them take it.
Si quieren, pues déjalo.
If they don't take it, it's okay.
Y si no quieres, también está
But we should have to offer first.
Pero deberíamos primero ofrecer.
Anything that is taken without offering is thieving according to the law.
Cualquier cosa que se toma sin haber ofrecido es el Señor es robar.
Anything that we take
Cualquier cosa
to ourselves
para nosotros mismos
without it first being offering to this
sin ser antes
surrounding life
a la vida que nos rodea
is called pilfering,
se llama despilfarrar,
is called thieving.
se llama robar.
Such ones,
Y para esos
they enter into the mundanity.
entran en la mundanidad.
Don't think of opening your wallet and eating it yourself.
Abrir tu bolsa y comer solo tú.
It is, from the spiritual standpoint, such ones are most uncivilized people.
Las personas se comportan más civilizadamente.
Even if there is a dog over there, you have to offer to the dog.
Incluso hay un perro por ahí, tienes que ofrecer.
Yes. Or a squirrel over there, you have to offer to the squirrel.
Sí, también hay
Ensure that if there is anyone around to whom you can offer, that should be the attitude.
cualquiera que haya, pues tienes que ofrecer.
Without this, you can never You can never open the door
Sin esto nunca puedes abrir la puerta
for the hierarchical energies to descend.
para que desciendan las energías jerárquicas.
Your actions decide
Tus acciones deciden
whether you are fit
si estás
to be a channel to hierarchical energies or not.
para ser
So more and more you think, more and more you are unfit to be a channel.
pero si notas no estás preparado para ser un canal.
As you turn towards divinity,
Pero cuando giras hacia la divinidad,
you should think of offering to others, and what is left over, you take it.
ofrecer a los demás y lo que quede lo puedes tomar.
The leftover is called what is intended for you.
Lo que queda es lo que se dice que es lo que te toca.
Not to eat as much as you can and then giving the leftover to others.
No comer tanto como puedas y después dar las sobras a los demás.
Is seen as a very low act.
Esto se ve como un acto muy bajo.
Offer it to all around and you take the leftover.
Todos los que te rodean y toma tú las sobras.
So that's how in anything in life,
Sí, cualquier cosa en la vida,
whatever resources come to you, see if there is anything that you can offer.
que lleguen a ti, mira cómo puedes ofrecer.
That is divine intelligence.
Esto es actividad inteligente.
That is what we call virtuous intelligence.
Esto es lo que llamamos la inteligencia virtuosa.
Intelligence coupled with virtue.
La inteligencia aparejada con la virtud.
That's where we utter forth in the evening invocation.
Por eso cuando entramos en la vocación,
Let virtue be the strength of my intelligence.
la virtud sea la fortaleza de mi inteligencia.
When you offer and the balance you take it is called prasad. When you come to India, people say prasadam, prasadam, prasadam. Prasad is when you offer to the surrounding life, when you offer to the divine in the form of surrounding life. And if something is left, you take it. Not the other way around. That I take first. Go to the dining hall. One is so happy to collect all the best things first to him. The one who waits till all others finish. He is the one who is fit to receive the energies. So we, representing the throat center, shall have to prove our fitness first through our actions. Among the Trinity, the threefold energy of the soul, we want to know the will of God, we want to get the divine knowledge. But the first fundamental step is how do you act? Do you carry in you concern for others? Do you carry in you concern for others? Yes. Do you think only of yourself? If you think of yourself, you are mundane. If you think of others around you, you are not that mundane. And it's not enough if you just think of others, do you serve others? Those who don't have. Those who are less fortunate, who are weaker than you in intellect, in perceptions, or in the body. So offer to them and then you take. Only this demonstration enables us to get noticed by the hierarchy. When there is a spirit of offering in us, you are noticed by hierarchy. Not when you read secret doctrine or treatise on cosmic fire.
tipo de tratado sobre el fuego cósmico.
Not when we keep talking about so many planes of existence, manvantaras, etc.
Cuando hablamos de planos de existencia y manvantaras.
The hierarchy is interested in beings who have a spirit of office.
Interesados en los espíritus de ofrenda.
Those are the ones who are transforming from working for self, from that point working for all.
A trabajar para los demás.
They are transforming themselves to offer themselves to many than to use many for themselves. There can be a teacher
Puede ser un maestro
whom so many serve.
que recibe muchos.
But the teacher should have attitude, how much more I can serve all those who serve me.
Pero el maestro debería tener la actitud de cómo puedo servir.
Always our attitude has to be, as we wake up, how much can I serve today?
Nuestra actitud debería ser cómo sirvo hoy.
This is the gateway.
Esta es la puerta de entrada.
This is where the throat center opens
Así es como se abre el centro de la garganta.
for the higher energies to flow through into your heart.
Que las energías superiores fluyan hacia tu corazón.
We cannot be selfish and try to be cooperative with
Tenemos que ser egoístas y
hierarchy.
cooperadores con la jerarquía.
A life which does not demonstrate service,
Una vida que no demuestra servicio,
not a weekly service.
no
Once in a week you do some service, or once in a month you do some service.
servicio una vez al mes, algo
Not that kind of service.
no este tipo de servicio.
Anything you do has to be
Cualquier cosa
with that spirit of offer.
con el espíritu de la ofrenda.
So this spirit is the basic requirement
Es el requisito básico
to be eligible
de ser un candidato
to receive
a recibir
and express the hierarchical energy.
expresar la jerarquía.
So that's why this is called the third dimension of the Logos,
Esto se le llama la tercera dimensión del logo,
the activity,
la actividad,
intelligent activity.
la actividad inteligente.
As I said, in anything there is always for the other.
Como
In anything that we do, there is always for the other.
cualquier cosa que hagamos siempre habrá algo para los demás.
That's why every action is a transaction.
Por eso toda acción es una transacción.
When you orient what it is for others,
Cuando te orientas hacia los
and you care not what it is for you,
hacia lo que hay para los demás y no lo
that
que hay
gives
para
the
ti,
eligibility
esto te da la candidatura
to have the recognition of the hierarchy for being used as a channel.
el reconocimiento de la jerarquía para ser usado como canal.
Yes. It is not for any other.
No es para otra cosa.
Strong-willed persons are not fit.
Hay personas de mucha voluntad, pero están
Strong-willed means headstrong people.
preparadas. En este sentido de una cabeza muy
Men who gather knowledge are not fit for it.
hay personas con mucho conocimiento, pero tampoco están preparadas.
Men who are concerned about others and serve others through every activity.
A quienes les importan los demás y los sirven a través de la actividad.
That's the third step. The intelligent activity is the third aspect of Logos.
Es el tercer aspecto.
And the third center in you from above is the throat center.
Centro de ti, desde arriba, desde el centro de la garganta.
Yes, you have to keep it, you have to make your throat as wide open as possible.
Tu garganta esté tan abierta como sea posible.
If you make this kind of recording,
Si haces este tipo de grabaciones
and then you store it
y después las almacenas
and make it a PowerPoint.
y haces un PowerPoint,
So unless you are asked and begged again and again, you don't share it with others. What for is the activity?
entonces ¿para qué sirve eso?
It is meant for others. Keeping others in view, we are making this recording.
Estamos pensando en los demás para que puedan.
Yes. In the past, we had members who were possessing the books, possessing the videos, possessing the audios, not sharing anything with anyone. That's the bottom line. That is the bottleneck.
Esto es el cuello de la botella.
So, they don't let the work happen.
Y no permiten que se produzca el trabajo.
Yes, this dirty habit of controlling,
Este hábito de control,
only to gain a power position,
solo para obtener una posición de
is a beastly instinct coming from the past.
es un instinto
To share it and share free, to let it flow to as many persons as possible.
que llegue a tantas personas como sea posible.
The word control does not exist in the higher circles.
El control no existe en los círculos superiores.
Only the humans have learned this aspect of control.
Solo los seres humanos han descubierto este aspecto del control.
Everyone says, is everything under control?
Siempre decimos, está todo bajo control.
You are yourself not under control. What can you control?
No estás bajo control, ¿cómo quieres controlar?
This is the bottleneck of the human being. He has to hold. Such ones cannot be channels for an unlimited energy. It has to flow through. That's why the first instruction for discipleship is, from today I shall not live for myself, I live only for others. When this attitude is there, the throat works. So from this angle you have to get into the hierarchical energy and the energies of Shambhala, meaning the energies of divine will and divine knowledge. So as I said, let there be a regular invocation of the divine will and divine knowledge into you from Sahasrara and Ajna via the throat. The energy shall have to enter into the chamber of the heart. From there you start distributing these energies through your thoughts, through your speeches and through your actions. Thought, speech and action are the lower centers. Will, knowledge and activity are the higher centers. So we should let the higher centers to reflect upon the lower centers. Yes. For us to do this, we have to, with the help of the sound Om, you can make the channel. Invocation of the sacred word Om would build the channel from the heart via throat, via Ajna and Sahasrara to beyond. Utter forth Om and travel along with the sound as you exhale and utter forth. Go out with it. Don't sit here and let the sound go. Normally, what we do when we invoke Om and sound forth, we let the sound go up. Letting the sound out is not the true correct practice. With the help of the sound, you have to go forth. Travel along with the sound. Consciously move right from the solar plexus where you are normally. Consciously move to the heart, move to the throat, move to the bro center,
al centro del
move to Agnya center,
al centro
move to the top of the forehead,
centro de la
move to Sahasrara, move beyond.
Sahasrara y más allá.
With every utterance.
En cada pronunciación.
That's why you have to utter to move out.
Para eso tenemos que pronunciar.
You have to create this channel.
Para construir
It is for that reason Om is given not to be just uttered forth, but to get associated with it.
no solo para pronunciarlo, sino para asociarlo.
Once you make an utterance, you can even move out of the body.
Una vez haces una pronuncia, puedes incluso salir del
That should be the intent.
Esto debería ser la intención.
You just consciously follow the movement of the sound
Sigues el movimiento del sonido.
as you utter forth with exhalation. Exhalation is an upward moving air.
Del aire hacia afuera.
Like that, as you utter forth, you can move even beyond the top of this concrete roof and go further.
Puedes ir hacia este techo de cemento y más allá.
That's how you have to move out and sit on the top of the planet for meditation.
A veces ir hacia afuera y ponerte arriba del planeta,
Yes.
encima del planeta.
And there is only an expanse of sky all around.
Solo hay cielo alrededor.
Like that, when you make each time a travel with Om,
Cada vez que haces un viaje con el hombre,
after having uttered forth,
cuando has pronunciado,
you have to again inhale, isn't it?
tienes que inhalar de nuevo.
You cannot but inhale then. Then from over that state,
Y desde ese
with
estado,
all that expanse of energy,
con toda la expansión,
come back having gathered that energy into you
regresas a reunir esa energía en ti
through inhalation.
con la inhalación.
Then again make an
De
exhalation.
nuevo haces una exhalación.
That's the practice.
Esta es la práctica.
To build the path of sound, which is also the path of light.
Construir el camino del sonido que es también el sendero de la luz.
Because sound enables manifestation of light.
El sonido permite la manifestación de la luz.
And as you utter forth Om,
Cuando pronuncias Om,
do not let the Om come out of the mouth.
no dejas que Om se vaya de la boca, salga.
Let the sound come out of the nasal.
Deja que el sonido salga por la nariz.
Om. I'm not opening the mouth.
No abro la boca.
It's not That would be like a bull.
Eso sería como un
Opening the mouth and uttering. Many people, the mouth need not open.
pero no es necesario abrir la boca.
You see, when I do it,
Cuando lo hagas,
observe the mouth, don't observe anything else. When you say,
la boca,
you know what happens?
¿sabéis lo que ocurre?
The resonance, the vibration of the exhalation
La vibración de la exhalación
knocks the door at the bro center. Knocks the door at the bro center.
del entrecejo
And then further knocks
y después pica la
at
puerta
the top of the head also.
también arriba
It's an
la
upthrust.
parte superior de la cabeza.
And you keep making that channel
Vas haciendo este canal.
by making a nasal utterance. The air comes out of the nose,
El aire
but the sound goes further vertical.
y el sonido se va más allá de forma vertical.
You can try that.
¿Podéis probarlo?
Yes. Om. It is like boring from within to without, from the top of the head. Boring from within to without through the top of the head. When you do that, the energy, the moment you finish your exhalation and you start inhaling, you have to visualize that the energies are entering into you and stay in the heart. To make appropriate utterance of Om with the throat, you are required to keep it as clean as possible. As clean as possible. Don't use the throat, which is the most valuable center for all kinds of speeches. What is most valuable is not put to any other use except for valuable purposes. Isn't it? The most valuable diamond you have, or the most valuable jewelry you have, you don't use it for every small event, isn't it? Only for big functions you use it. The Om is no other than you. Om is no other than you. It is your sound. It exists even without your uttering it. Yes, because Om is, we are there, because there is no difference between the two. When Om is, we are. When Om is not in the body, we are not in the body. So use Om as much as possible. All the yogis, having attained, they continue to regularly utter forth Om, associate with it and move into the most high regions. Omkara bindu sayuktam nityam jhayanti yoginaha. That's how it all says in the Veda. Meaning, associating with Om, the yogis continue to contemplate and attain the attunement with the omnipresent one. It's the way to associate. So, to utter forth Om consciously is important. Traveling with Om is what Krishna gives in the 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. In the 13th stropha of 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you can just realize how you are indestructible, immortal, eternal being when you associate with Om and move out of the body. This is also helpful eventually when we are to move out of the body one day. How to move out of the body? When we are approaching the hour of death to the body. How are we going to move out of the body? We don't know where to move from out of the body. Because the body is put to a kind of fire. Death is such a situation that the soul within keeps running here and there to every nook and corner. It tries to open every door. No door opens. It gets frantic and ultimately becomes unconscious. But if you keep a door open, and you know in case of emergency which way to run around, run out. See, every hotel they keep an emergency door. When you enter the hotel, first you have to look out for the emergency door.
buscar la puerta.
Isn't it? In the room also they give a plan where they show where the emergency door is.
En la habitación también ponen un plan para
Yes.
seguir hacia la puerta de emergencia.
So this is also a hotel.
Y esto también es un hotel.
The human body is also a hotel.
El cuerpo humano es también un hotel.
So even when we enter into the body, we should note the
Cuando entramos en el
emergency door for exit.
deberíamos saber la puerta de emergencia para
So
salir.
keep the door open.
Mantener esta
If you
puerta.
don't know where the door is and you keep it locked,
Si no sabéis dónde está y además la mantenéis cerrada,
then you are gone.
estás perdido.
So Om helps the purpose of
Al propósito
detaching oneself from the body.
de desapegarte del cuerpo.
Om helps
Om ayuda
to create a channel towards hierarchy.
a crear un canal hacia la jerarquía
And to Shambhala,
y hacia Shambhala.
let that be a practice.
Esto sea una práctica.
Yes. Om fulfills every purpose of a human being.
El Om realiza cualquier propósito del ser humano.
There are 108 statements given about Om,
Se han dado 108 afirmaciones
which are available in the form of a book.
disponibles en forma de libro.
You can never completely speak of Om.
Nunca puedes terminar de
Yes.
completar
And
una charla.
Om is not belonging to any language, it is the natural sound of the man in the human being.
Es un sonido natural en el ser humano.
Don't think Om is Sanskritic.
No penséis que Om es sánscrito.
It has no language.
No tiene idioma.
The symbol is also not a Sanskrit symbol,
Incluso el símbolo no es un símbolo
because there is no such letter in Sanskrit.
Una letra sí es
Yes.
sánscrito.
The symbol is you only. You are the symbol.
Eres tú el
Yes.
símbolo, tú eres el
And it has no language.
símbolo. No tiene idioma.
It is what keeps us in the body.
Es lo que nos mantiene.
We are that, and that is what we are.
Somos aquello y aquello es lo que somos.
Om is no different from us.
Y no es distinto de nosotros.
So when we relate to it and move with it,
Con ello
we can contact the hierarchical center, we can contact the center of Shambhala. And with the help of Om, people contact even the North Pole.
la gente contacta incluso con el polo norte.
They can contact the South Pole. That's how the masters function.
Así es como funcionan los
With the help of Om, they connect to the universe.
Con la ayuda de Om conectan con el universo.
So for our purposes, for our theme
Para
of
nuestro propósito
establishing a channel with the hierarchy,
con la jerarquía,
let Om be consciously uttered.
que se pronuncie el Om conscientemente.
That's why 7 times Om is uttered forth,
Se pronuncia 7 veces.
so that we raise our awareness as much as possible with each utterance of Om.
Es crece nuestra conciencia con la pronuncia de
By that we develop the vertical in us.
Desarrollamos la vertical en
We have to, when we regularly pass through this channel,
nosotros. Si pasamos regularmente por ese canal,
uttering forth Om, slowly it creates that antakarana channel.
se genera poco a poco
Internal
el canal
channel.
del antakarana,
Yes.
canal interior.
Yes. In that internal channel, you keep moving up and moving down.
En este canal interno vamos
And the channel enables the hierarchy to contact you.
le permite a la jerarquía contactar.
And the channel enables you also to contact the hierarchy.
El canal también te permite a ti contactar con la
There is a specific way to contact the hierarchy working with Om.
Es una calle que se genera al trabajar con
Yes, therefore Om has come to be.
Y así es.
Yes. Now mantra is vital unless it is associated with Om.
Puede ser vital a no ser que se asocie.
The vitality for every mantra comes from Om.
En realidad, cualquier mantra
Yes.
viene del Om.
Without Om, nothing can happen.
Sin el Om no puede ocurrir nada.
Yes, Master Jwalkul writes
El maestro Jwalkul escribe
certain dimensions of Om in the book Occult Meditations.
del Om en el libro Meditaciones.
And it leads us,
Y esto nos lleva
for our purposes of relating to hierarchy and becoming a channel for hierarchy,
a ser un canal
we need to work with Om.
Tenemos que trabajar con el Om.
That is the technique which I wanted to
Esta es la técnica
give you today morning.
daros hoy por la mañana.
And for that, mostly what you use is the throat center.
Y para este trabajo lo que usas principalmente es el centro de la garganta.
And throat center is what the humanity has to work with.
Y el centro de la garganta es con el que tiene que trabajar la humanidad.
And when you regularly utter Om,
Cuando pronuncia regularmente el Om,
you would not like to use that throat
no te gustaría usar esa garganta
for any and every kind of speeches.
para cualquier tipo de discurso.
You keep the throat very sacred.
Tienes la garganta muy sagrada.
You may be slightly humorous. You may be humorous in your speeches,
Haber humor,
but you cannot afford to hurt others.
pero no tienes que dañar a los
If you hurt others,
Si
the
molestas
throat produces poison.
a los demás, produces
But if you use the throat
pero si usas la garganta
for all occult purposes,
para todos los propósitos ocultistas,
throat is the region where the nectar
la garganta es la región
secretes.
donde se segrega el néctar.
Nectar secretes. For others, poison secretes.
Para otros lo que se segrega es
Yes. For the dying one,
para los que
lot of foam secretes at the throat
generan mucha espuma
and causes suffocation.
y causa la ahogo.
And then he dies.
Y entonces
But not the one who practices Om.
provoca la muerte. Pero esto no ocurre en el que practica
Yes,
el
the
Om.
throat will not throttle him.
La garganta no lo va
He lets the being to move up into the head, which is the field of light.
a moverse hacia arriba, hacia el campo de la luz.
The globe that we have on the shoulders,
El globo que tenemos encima de los
which
ojos,
we call the head,
que llamamos cabeza,
is the field of light.
es el campo de
Yes. It is called Sishno Dhyau, meaning the head is of light.
la cabeza es de luz.
The upper torso is of force.
El torso superior es de fuerza.
The head is consciousness.
La cabeza es
The upper torso is of force. The lower torso is of matter. Matter, force, consciousness.
es materia, materia, fuerza.
So you should be able to move frequently into the head,
Movernos
not get stuck in the solar plexus, which is in the lower torso.
que es el plexo inferior.
So we move up and we ensure this channel within us,
Este canal se produce
so that by uttering Om, you open the channel
a través del canal
and the master you relate to
y el más
descends into you through that channel.
desciende en ti a través de este canal.
If you intend to contact the master,
Y tratas de contactar al maestro,
just utter Om
simplemente pronuncias Om,
in visualizing
visualizando
his reappearance in you.
su reaparición en ti.
Then he comes down
Y entonces,
into your chamber of the heart.
en la cámara de tu
You
corazón,
can have your dialogues.
y puedes tener tus diálogos,
You can seek your guidance.
puedes buscar la guía,
Let there be a seat for the master in the chamber.
de haber una cadera, una
Where he
silla
sits.
para el maestro en la...
Yes, don't sit along with him.
No te sientas,
Don't sit along with him.
no te sientas solo.
Sit at his feet.
Siéntate a sus pies.
That's what Master Jalkul writes in occult meditation.
Con él, siéntate
Having invoked the master into your heart chamber,
enfocado al maestro en tu
offer a seat to him.
ofrécele una silla
Let him sit on the seat.
que siente
He can sit at his feet.
y tú sientes
If you wish, you can have a cushion, but sit at the feet.
con el cojín, pero en los pies.
Sit at the feet and speak to the master.
Sentándote en los pies, hablas a
Yes, this facility can be gained
Eso se puede conseguir
by developing the vertical channel in us.
desarrollo del canal vertical en nosotros.
So developing the vertical channel is the most important part,
Y desarrollar el canal vertical es
for which the throat is the most important center.
el centro más importante.
Yes. By appropriate and conscious rhythmic utterance of Om,
Consciente y regular.
Yes, we can create a channel.
podemos crear un canal.
That's why from most ancient times,
Desde tiempos muy antiguos,
people in Himalayas,
la gente en los
most ancient means I speak of Aryan age.
Cuando digo muy antiguos, me
Because there is
refiero a la época
even
de los arios.
the Atlanteans are even earlier to
La
Aryans.
Atlántida todavía es
Yes,
anterior.
we speak of only Aryans
Solo
now,
hablamos de la era de
that
los
we
arios,
are.
en la que
So even from the initial years of Aryans,
años iniciales de
they were squatting and then getting into war.
pronunciaban, no me centraba en el no.
And then either they ascend or they let the descent to happen into
Y
them.
el ascenso o que el descenso se produjera en ellos.
Today the work is
Hoy en día el trabajo es
we move up and bring down with the energies with us.
y bajar con las energías en
And then transmit that energies with the facility of horizontal functioning.
para un funcionamiento horizontal.
We are very familiar with the horizontal functioning.
Muy familiarizados con él,
But this time when we come down
pero esta vez cuando
from higher circles,
descendemos de los círculos
we
superiores,
transmit those energies into the surrounding.
esas energías al entorno.
That is how Moses went up the mount
Así es como Moisés
and experienced the hierarchical energies and Shambhala energies
todas las energías
and came down from the mount.
bajó de la montaña,
Coming down from the mount is coming down from your Sahasrara.
bajar de tu Sahasrara.
Every initiate comes down from the mount. Every initiate
Todo iniciado
ascends to the mount
viene del monte,
and comes down from the mount.
sube a la montaña,
Which mount?
baja de la montaña.
The mount in you.
La montaña que hay en ti.
The mountain. Don't look for a mountain around.
Busquéis montañas alrededor.
Of course, we have very sacred mount here.
Por supuesto que tenéis una
Montserrat.
montaña muy sagrada,
Yes,
que
there
es
is.
Montserrat.
There is no. I haven't seen any such a mount like that in any part of the globe that I visited.
Ninguna
Every
montaña
mount has its speciality, but Montserrat is a speciality.
parte del mundo. Hay lugares especiales, pero Montserrat.
Many times you may have gone up the mount and came down.
Y para subir a la montaña tiene que bajar.
But what happened?
¿Y qué ocurre?
What happened?
¿Qué ocurre?
In India, we go up the 7 hills and come down.
En India vamos a las 7 colinas
And people go to Himalayas and come back.
y vamos a los
Are
Himalayas.
they coming back as different persons?
Vienen, regresan como personas distintas.
Why? Because the internal practice is more
La
important.
práctica interior es la más importante.
Jesus went up to the mount of temptation,
Jesús subió al monte de la tentación,
came back and did the
bajó,
acts coming from hierarchy,
hizo
isn't it?
los actos que venían de la
He was a channel for the hierarchy to do certain activities of will, love and light for 3 years in Israel.
de amor, voluntad y luz.
So also Moses, so also every master of wisdom,
Y cada maestro,
you have to get up to the mount in you.
tú tienes que subir a la montaña que hay en ti.
And Om is the best sound through which
Es el mejor
you can
cual
ascend the mount
descender la montaña,
and experience the energies at the mount,
experimentar las energías en la montaña.
which is but the top of your head.
Está en la parte superior de tu cabeza.
And then come down and transmit the energies to the surrounding.
Descender y transmitir las energías al entorno.
You can be bringing the energies and transmitting,
Puedes traer las energías y transmitir.
or you can be a representative for a particular master of wisdom.
Puedes ser un representante de un maestro de sabiduría en particular.
Just like Jesus
Igual que Jesús,
has become a channel for Christ.
de Cristo.
Yeah. Just like Buddha
Igual que Buda
became a channel for Adi Shankaracharya.
fue un canal de Adi Shankaracharya.
This channel aspect is also a noble
El
aspect.
aspecto de canal ya es un aspecto muy noble.
You prepare yourself so that a higher being can function through you.
Para que un ser superior trabaje a través tuyo.
Or you raise yourself into such states of being where you can directly receive and transmit the energies on the planet.
Los que puedes recibir directamente y
It is not necessary that everyone has to be a channel.
No es necesario que cada persona
In your own right also you can transmit.
puedes recibir y también
Yes.
transmitir.
The channelizing aspect is called Bodhisattva aspect.
El aspecto de canalizar es el aspecto
Lord
de
Maitreya, he has become a channel or Bodhisattva
fue un bodhisattva
to the cosmic second logos.
para el segundo logos cósmico.
Cosmic second logos
El segundo logos
has chosen Lord Maitreya to function through the planet.
Maitreya al Señor para funcionar en el planeta.
That's how he is the world teacher.
Sí,
He is the teacher of the
el
teachers.
maestro del mundo, el maestro de maestros.
Yet you can be functioning without being a channel to someone.
Sí puedes también funcionar sin ser el
Master
el
Moria,
maestro Moria.
he doesn't play the role of a Bodhisattva.
No desempeñó el papel de bodhisattva.
He himself channels
Él mismo canaliza.
from the omnipresent and omnipotent, omniscient energy. So either way, choice is yours. Some prefer to be channels for a while, not for all times to come.
Ser un canal durante un tiempo.
So let the energies which are in the higher circles, you can let them into you and let them function through you
Que funcionen a través tuyo.
by your being a unit of service.
Siendo una unidad de servicio.
That is the fundamental.
Esto es lo fundamental.
When you are a unit of service and when you make this invocation, vertical invocation,
Y haces esta invocación
vertical meditation, vertical alignment,
la alineación.
the knowledge and the will descends
La voluntad desciende.
and conducts the work over here.
Y ahora trabajo aquí.
Then, if each one of us can get to this state,
Entonces, si cada uno de nosotros puede
we enable the externalization of hierarchy.
permitimos la exteriorización de la jerarquía.
But if we are worried about only our personality life all the time,
Si solo estamos preocupados todo el tiempo en la vida de nuestra personalidad,
nothing can happen through such aspirants
puede ocurrir
who are only worried about their personality life and nothing else.
que solamente están preocupados por sus
Yes,
personalidades.
we set our personality before us, that is our
Nuestra
problem.
personalidad ante nosotros, este es
So-
nuestro problema.
So the personality doesn't let you to get into all this.
No nos deja entrar en todo
Yes,
eso.
it utilizes the soul for its purposes.
Utiliza al alma para su propósito.
But the soul would like to be utilized by the higher soul.
Cuando al alma le gustaría
So kindly think of this.
pensar cuidado.
When you are more and more for this,
Y cuando estéis más y más en ello,
and when you relate more and more towards this,
y os relacionéis más y más.
your personality gets organized.
Y mientras tanto todo se organiza.
When you are with a bigger energy,
Estás con esta energía.
your lower aspect falls into order.
Tus aspectos inferiores se ponen en orden.
The more you relate to the higher, the lower falls into an order.
Cuando más te relacionas con lo superior, más lo demás se pone en orden.
But if you believe in setting the lower in order,
Pero si piensas en ordenarlo,
it never gets into order. Always something or the other
siempre hay
slips
alguna
out of the
cosa
hand.
que se te va de las manos.
Always something or the other
Siempre hay
slips
algo
out of the hand and you always have one personality problem or
que
the
se te
other.
va de las manos y tienes un problema de personalidad.
So how long you keep on attending to unending personality problems?
Siguiendo indefinidamente problemas de la personalidad.
You relate to the higher.
Te relacionas con lo superior,
The higher takes care of you and also your personality.
cuida de ti, también te
That's the beauty. He organizes your personality
organiza tu personalidad
much better than you are organizing your personality.
mucho más de lo que la estás
It's
organizando.
like a magnet
Es como un imán
that magnetizes the iron piece
que magnetiza los trozos de
and
hierro,
also magnetizes that which is attached to the iron piece.
magnetiza lo que está enganchado a la pieza de hierro.
With one magnet,
Con un imán,
if you see the omnipresent one
si vemos a
or a master as a magnet, when you associate, You are macrotized, and when you are macrotized, it flows into your personality,
Cuando eres
and the personality is also macrotized.
esto también hace que se magnetice tu personalidad.
Don't be doing extra labor,
No hagas trabajo extra.
too much labor of trying to set the personality.
Tratar de establecer la personalidad.
The tail of the personality behaves well
La cola de la personalidad se comporta bien
when you are with the higher energy.
cuando estás con las energías
That's
superiores.
why once the soul gives priority to relate to the super soul
Por eso el alma le da prioridad a trabajar con las superalmas.
and tries to relate to the world with an attitude to serve,
Trata de relacionarte con el mundo con una actitud de servicio.
things fall into order,
Las cosas se ponen en orden.
and then the higher energies start descending and fulfilling the surroundings.
Se empiezan a descender y a realizar el entorno.
This is true individually, this is true globally,
Es cierto a nivel individual y es cierto a nivel grupal.
and this is what is planned.
Esto es lo que
Yes.
se ha planeado.
In the past, the people were anxious to make an ascent.
La gente hacía acciones para ascender.
Yes. But in the present,
Pero actualmente
it's not that we try to ascend.
no es que tratemos de ascender.
We let the we make an ascension and come back, be here, and distribute whatever is contacted in the higher circles.
Cualquier cosa que hayamos contactado con los círculos,
Distribute those energies into the surroundings
distribuimos esas energías en el entorno
so that we make this earth very beautiful.
de manera que podemos hacer esta tierra.
We have a responsibility to make this earth beautiful.
Tenemos una responsabilidad en hacer bella esta tierra.
Everything on earth we have a responsibility to make it beautiful.
Cada cosa en la tierra tenemos
Yes, we are the means. We are the means for hierarchy
somos los medios para
to beautify the plant, the animal, the mineral,
las plantas, los animales,
the five elements around the plant. All we have to purify and beautify
todo lo tenemos que purificar y embellecer
because we have destroyed it.
porque lo hemos destruido.
Yes. We haven't done well with the plants, with the animals,
Hecho bien con las plantas, con
with
los
the minerals.
con los minerales.
Yes. We haven't done with the matter, water, air and fire around this earth.
El aire, el fuego,
Oh, we have to restore it to order. We have to restore
tenemos que restaurar.
it to order. When you vacate the room, when you vacate the hotel room, should you not keep things in order and then move out?
Dejamos la habitación del hotel, no debemos dejar las cosas en orden e irnos.
It is minimum etiquette.
Es una etiqueta,
So we are living on the planet,
pues estamos viendo en el
and we not only restore order to this planet,
no solo restablecemos el orden,
we also beautify it
también lo embellecemos
and gain the blessing of the Mother Earth.
y obtener la bendición de la
That's
madre.
how there is a change of program.
Así es como debe haber un cambio de
And the
programa.
most high can be experienced even here.
Más alto se puede, lo más elevado se puede
Yes.
experimentar incluso aquí.
Because now the theme is simultaneous existence in all planes.
Ahora el tema
Simultaneous existence
existencia
in all planes. You can be here and yet be with Brahman.
estar aquí y a la vez estar con Brahman.
You don't have to go somewhere to meet Brahman. Brahman is
Ir
here.
a otra parte para encontrar a Brahman. Brahman está aquí,
In the space around you,
en el espacio que te rodea.
all planes of existence are there.
Están todos los planos.
So you don't have to go anywhere.
No tienes que ir a ningún lugar.
Be here and be beautifying the surroundings,
Haciendo tu entorno,
bringing in the beauty from higher circles.
llevando la belleza de los círculos superiores.
That is another objective of externalization of hierarchy.
Es otro aspecto de la exteriorización de la
See, the members of hierarchy
los miembros de la jerarquía.
could have easily moved into higher circles.
Ido a círculos superiores.
Most of them could have moved to Venus,
Muchos de ellos podrían haber ido a Venus.
which is 1,000 times more beautiful than
Es
us.
1000 veces más bello que la Tierra.
But they said no.
Pero dijeron,
We stay back. We ensure that the fellow beings
nos aseguramos que nuestros
and other species on earth
que otras especies de la
are also beautified.
también
Instead of our moving into a beautiful place,
tenemos que
our attitude is generally to move to a beautiful place, isn't
normalmente
it?
nuestra actitud es ir a un lugar más bonito.
That is not a big thing.
Esto no es
Because there is nothing that you need to do there except being there.
no es algo que tengas que hacer.
If you go to a beautiful place, you don't have to beautify anything
No
there.
tienes que hacer embellecer nada ya.
You are just residing there. Instead of doing that, why can't you beautify here and now?
¿Por qué no puedes entonces embellecer aquí y ahora?
Instead of going to a very beautiful place, make your house beautiful.
Muy bello y haz tu casa bella.
That's how you bring the kingdom of God upon earth. That is the theme.
El reino de Dios a la tierra.
This theme of bringing the kingdom of God upon earth has come to be
De Dios a la tierra.
right from the advent of this Kali Yuga.
Directamente desde el advenimiento del Kali Yuga.
We don't vacate earth.
No dejamos la tierra.
We stay to beautify.
Nos quedamos para embellecerla.
We work for the earth. We work for all the kingdoms on earth.
Trabajamos para todos los reinos.
For that we are connected with the higher circles.
Y para ello nos conectamos con los
That is the
círculos.
theme of the externalization of hierarchy.
De la exteriorización de la jerarquía.
So may this be taken as information and let us start working with us.
Que esto sea una información con la que empecemos a trabajar.
Instead of living in expectations, one day the hierarchy externalizes.
En lugar de estar en la expectativa de cómo se va a exteriorizar.
Let us do our bit
Hagamos nuestra pequeña
for that
parte
externalization to happen.
para que ocurra la exteriorización.
They need the right platform.
Necesitan la plataforma correcta,
They need a right platform
la plataforma
to manifest
para manifestar
and conduct the work.
y llevar a cabo el trabajo.
So and that platform is not an outside platform.
Y esta plataforma
Each human can be a platform for that.
buscar una, pero cada ser humano puede ser
And
una plataforma.
we can at free will pick up that responsibility.
Podemos por libre voluntad.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias. Danke. We break for a
Om.